Those Reasons Why. What's up, everyone? That is from our upcoming album, my band The Road's upcoming album. That song is called Reasons Why, and it's almost the final mix. We just have to do one thing in terms of making the solo go to both headphones to balance the solo. I think that's a pretty badass solo myself. That is done by my guitarist, Aaron, who is awesome. But anyway, so I'm playing something a little bit different because normally I would not be streaming on a Monday night, but it is break for me, and I have did a lot of stuff today. I have a lot more work to do during the week. Obviously, we've got Espergenesis coming up at Friday, so that's a big deal, and a whole bunch of stuff happening. Needs more cowbell. We do need sort of dink, dink, dink. But anyway, but I wanted to do a bonus stream because we had a big Espergenesis day. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's such a good player. I have learned an incredible amount of music from him. But anyway, but I wanted to play something a little different because I wanted to celebrate the Thunderclap, folks, because the Thunderclap, which is, of course, in support of our Espergenesis campaign starting on Friday, is up to, at last check, 97 people. We are only 3 people short of the 100 that we need for this thing to go off, and we've got 3 days to do it, so I hope we can get 3 people in 3 days. But I'm very excited about it. So if you folks have supported the Thunderclap, thank you so much. The Thunderclap is a micro-targeted social media campaign that we're doing to kick off our Espergenesis official campaign, which is the science fiction space opera game based on 5th edition rules. And it's coming out within a few weeks, and we are going to be the official channel for it. So our first stream of it is happening this coming Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, this Thunderclap is going to go live. Right now we have over 110,000 people of social reach based on the almost 100 people that we have. So that's super awesome. And if you type in !Thunderclap, you'll be able to see how you can sign up as well. There's no money involved. There's no data mining. It doesn't get you on any email lists. It won't permanently, broadcast to your followers forever. It just does it one time and that's it. So it's a very well sort of respected system that we have, which is pretty cool. And so, yes, so that is happening on Friday at 7:30 for Espergenesis at 8. So if you haven't done so already, please consider supporting the Thunderclap. Just type in !Thunderclap for details about that. Yeah, cool, Hillness. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it'll be going on from 8 o'clock until, I don't exactly know when, either 11 or 12 o'clock, I believe, is when we have it scheduled for. Rich Lescouflair will be with us, the lead developer of the Espergenesis system, so he'll be there to answer questions about character creation and stuff like that. Most of that is going to be character creation, by the way. Most of it's going to be character creation and Q&A for the developer. We will try to get a little bit of adventure in. The opening adventure is called The Fall of Eos Keldor, but most of it is going to be not going to be gameplay, but is going to be character creation. The session after that, which I'm happy to say is going to be happening very quickly, I think it's going to be happening probably the first week of March, will be all gameplay, but it's just giving you a sense of how that goes. Trip to Tokyo, nice, dude. That's pretty awesome. I have never been to Japan. That's awesome, Hillis. So that's what we've got going on, and I am pretty excited about that. But tomorrow, we have got a big day tomorrow on the channel as well. First of all, at around noon Eastern, we've got Lone Wolf Fire on the Water. So we will be playing that going on tomorrow. That'll be Lone Wolf Fire on the Water, where chat gets to play through the second Lone Wolf book, and we get to carry forward our character from the first book, which is pretty cool. Then at 4 p.m. Eastern, we will be having the Dungeons & Dragons Deadly Dungeon as part of the GOG Games. We've been doing something over in the GOG channel, which is kind of in tribute to the Winter Olympics going on right now, and it is where you can join one of 4 teams: Morrowind, Nilfgaard, Arstatska, and I can't remember the last one. But anyway, all those Perpetuon, something like that. But all those 4 teams are going up against each other with various events. And at the end, a few members of the team, which is the winning team, will end up getting some games as giveaways and just fun stuff like that. So we've had trivia contests, and we've had epic pinball. And I'm doing 2 things in relation to this. On Tuesday, I am going to be doing a Deadly Dungeon, a very famous a super deadly dungeon where 4 players, it looks like, will be going through, and the person who lasts the longest will be the winner, because this is very, very deadly. Oh, it's Neptune. Okay. It's very deadly. What's up, Miranda? I will explain what this stream is in just a moment. So, yeah, so it's a very deadly dungeon. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be fun. It's not something I would normally do, but I think for something like this, it's for a good cause, so to speak. And then tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern will be the next Masters of the Dungeon show, which we have rescheduled. This is pretty much the only time I could do it just because of different things going on during the course of the month and a lot of busy stuff. So we are doing that on Tuesday. What's up, Stump? How you doing, man? So that's happening Tuesday evening. And then Wednesday and Thursday I will be off, of course, doing work and stuff like that. And on Friday, we've got Esper Genesis happening, as I mentioned. That's going to be the big opening match, big opening session. Again, that has our 4 players who have now officially been announced: Kat Rambo, Louise Moore, Johnny Pittman, and Zach Clay. And they'll be joining me and Rich Lescouflair, the lead designer, for this thing. Remember, Alligator Alley is officially, the company that made Esper Genesis is officially sponsoring our campaign, so there'll be giveaways and lots of fun stuff like that. And then Saturday, we have the second Dungeons & Dragons Infinity and Beyond session in the evening. This last one was a really cool session, and hopefully we will have some more people with us this time as opposed to internet and people with problems throwing out their back and stuff. Hopefully that won't happen. But I also want to mention that on Saturday during the day, I will be joining none other than Chrono Wolf as a UT Unreal Tournament 2004 announcer. I actually did play some Unreal Tournament 2004 back in the day, and I was okay at it. Okay, with big underlines and quotes. I will not be playing in the game for a variety of reasons, and I'm probably not going to be there for the entire session, but I am going to jump on for about an hour or so, and I will be commentating along with Matt, and I'm looking forward to that. I've always wanted to do a little bit of commentator UT 2004 epic esports type of commentating, so that'll be a fun little thing happening over the GOG channel Saturday during the day. And then that's the end of February, almost the end of February. Next Tuesday, a week from this Tuesday, will be the last day of February, and on that day I will be doing the Chat Chosen Game of the Month, which is between 3 games, which I think are Tales of Bereria, Portal 2, and Toonstruck, I believe, are the 3 games. If you type in !next game, you can check that out. So yeah, so that's what we got going on. A lot of stuff happening, so all that stuff is good. You guys know the way to support the stream. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Please check out the YouTube with !ArvTube with all my past broadcasts. Check out the Discord with !ArvCord, my Twitter with !ArvTweets, and don't forget about !ArvShop, where you can get some Infinity and Beyond merchandise for the D&D stuff. Don't forget as well the Patreon, !ArvTreon, where you can get some really cool stuff for yourself and for the channel, including a copy of one of our 2, soon to be 3 albums, which you just heard a song from that I just played. And !ArvTreon is for that. And then last, of course, is to sub to the channel, and that is the thing right above the video window. We are up to about 33 or 34 subs, I think, so that's awesome. And if you guys can keep that up, it's a big help to the channel as well. Now tonight, what we have got on tap is I managed to get some stuff cleared away and resorted, and so I have managed to get my Intellivision into more sort of accessible use. And because the technology continues to advance in terms of compatibility, I am now in a space where I can actually... Shattermage is hosting me. Why is my host notification is not on? It should be. But I am, I don't know why that's not popping up as being there. It's weird. Anyway, I decided that I was going to play a little bit of Intellivision for you guys. I usually do this about once a year, occasionally twice a year, but about once a year I pull out my actual Intellivision 2. It is a legitimate, real, honest-to-God Intellivision 2, and I pop in some original cartridges and I play. So this is not going to be a super long stream. This is going to be probably about an hour and 15 minutes or so, roughly speaking. Not super long because I got a long day of streaming ahead of me tomorrow and stuff. But I just wanted to pop on and do that and celebrate the Thunderclap almost being there. I think we did pretty well with it, so I just wanted to do that. So today we've got some D&D on the docket. So let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this, and let me turn on this. There we go. Good to see you all. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, so we've got some stuff. I'm trying to keep my voice down because my daughter has been under the weather. She's on break this week, like I am too, poor thing. But she's been a little bit under the weather last couple days, so she is sleeping in her room. She's doing okay, but she's got like a little minor fever. Today though was super busy. Like we had stuff we had to do, just errands and stuff. I was doing some work. My poor son, fell and ended up like splitting his upper lip. The poor kid. So he ended up hurting his lip. And fortunately, because he's a trooper, by the time we get to the evening, he was super happy, and he was engaged in the most awesome game ever, which is where he takes all of the stuffed animals from my daughter's top of her wardrobe. We hand them down to him one by one. He piles them up, and then he starts handing them back to us. And then he says thank you after each time that we pick up a pick up a stuffed animal and put it up top. So he was okay by the end, but anyway, yeah, it was busy and difficult, and yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So that's another reason I wanted to play this today. Yeah, man, it was not cool. And the other thing too, it was one of those things. It was a slow motion fall. I don't know if you probably know what I'm talking about. Rock God, Rock God has kids too, but it's one of those deals where it's like where you see it and you're like, no, you know. So poor kid. If it reaches 100 in the next 5 minutes, I will twerk. No, I might dab. Isn't that right? That's sort of what it is. Yes, exactly, Miranda. Exactly. A natural gamer. That's exactly right. So yeah, so we're gonna play some Intellivision. And this, I was not sure if I was gonna be able to get this to run because let me tell you, I don't think there is anybody else on Twitch, all of Twitch, that is actually streaming a legitimate, honest to God Intellivision games that are emulated and stuff, maybe, but an actual Intellivision, no. So this is an Intellivision 2. I've got the controller to prove it. This is the incredibly crappy controller. I love my Intellivision growing up was so awesome, but these controllers were so bad. And the Intellivision 2 ones were, if possible, even worse than the Intellivision 1s. I never had an Intellivision 1. I had an Intellivision 2. They were terrible. But they have this overlay, and you guys can see the overlay on it. So it's got arrows. So this is how you fire. You literally fire in every direction using this, right? And then at the bottom, you've got, that's the exit. That's how you get out of the mountain that you're exploring at the time. I'll explain when I get there. That's how you count arrows, how many arrows you have. And then that is where you pick up stuff from the ground. And then these buttons on the side, which were always the hardest ones to do, I don't know if you can see them, these ones. Those are the run button. And half the time, they end up triggering the arrow button. So as you're running, you're like firing arrows wildly into the walls. In this game, you can fire arrows and have it bounce back and hit you. So it's not, you can do angled shots and like bank shots and stuff. And you can, so yes, it is an interesting thing. What is this now? Say again. Reflection on the circle. Oh, this is the directional pad. And this was the thing. See, the principle of this, which gave you 360-degree movement, Intellivision was way ahead of its time. Honestly, like it made Atari look like a joke. But it was way ahead of its time ambitiously, but it didn't execute always all the best. So this gave you 360-degree movement, but there were times where there were games where you're just like, I don't want 360. I just want to go up, down, left, or right. And it was not as good about that, that it was managing. So your grandma had an Intellivision, you were like 5. Oh, they're so good. So good, man. I love the Intellivision. It was the best. Also, this one that we're playing, that I'm going to be playing first, has some nostalgia for me because this is a game that my parents and I all played, and each of us had something different. There were 4 different difficulty levels on this game, and I believe, I can never remember who did what milestone, but I think it was that I was the first one to beat level 4. My father was, I think, the first one to get to level 4, like he beat the previous ones. My mother was the first one, I think, to beat, might have been the first one to beat level 1. I don't remember. And then my dad was the one, or something like that. But someone was, I don't remember which one of us was the one who beat level 4 the most. Level 4 was nasty. And in fact, I'm not even going to be trying that tonight. I'll probably do level 3, but level 4 was tough. Yeah, back in the day, there was a racing game. Well, the original triangular ColecoVision Hilmus had a racing game with the wheel and the gear, like the gear shift, low, high. There was a gun, like a light gun thing with a dude running around. And then there was Pong. That was the original system that I owned. But then I had a TRS-80, I had an Intellivision 2, I had the original Nintendo I got later on. I had a Sega Master System, and then after that, the consoles became more ones that you guys would be familiar with. But the Intellivision one was my console for a while, and I had a lot of games for it. And then when we moved, that got thrown out. I was not happy when I lost that. I was really unhappy. So this is actually after I've rebuilt my collection a little bit. Thank God I was still able to do that. So you still have your 2600? See, I had it. Oh, TRS-80. Oh, dude, Kilobyte. TRS-80 was so cool. I lost that one too. The thing about the 2600 was the controller. First of all, that Atari joystick was terrible. But secondly, like, it was just, the graphics were just bad comparatively. Like, as you guys will see, the Intellivision was legit. So, and speaking of that, let's get moving and get into the Intellivision. Let's make it happen. All right. So you can see here we've got 1982. Oh yeah, 1982 Mattel. That's what I'm talking about. 1982 TSR. Okay, and we're going to do level 3. Now, how many of you guys, let me ask a question. So this came out when I was 10 years old. How many of you ever played this particular game? It's called Cloudy Mountain. Anyone ever played this one? True, ColecoVision did have, I didn't have a ColecoVision, but I had a friend who did. Yeah, the ColecoVisions were good. They were super good, yeah. Anyone ever play this one? I'll show you the box too. That's your box right there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Journey into a land of treasure, adventure, and dark, dark danger. It's really cool. You're familiar with it, but you haven't played it? Oh, nice. Okay, we'll get ready for Ultimate Retro. Let's do it. We're going to go, I think, level 3. Let's do level 3. Okay. Now, I'm going to move chat for just a moment. And I'm going to unmute the sound. Now, if you hear that boom sound, that is iconic. Sorry, I'm just moving chat just so you guys can see this mountain. I'm going to move the chat out of the way in a minute. So that mountain on the right, the color, which is red, is what tells you that the level. So level 3 is red. Level 3 is still a big challenge, especially when I'm rusty, because I haven't played this in about a year or so. But back in the day, level 3 I could do like nothing. So that sound you hear, let's just listen to it together. Wait for it. Yeah. Those are the sounds of 2 winged dragons that were asleep in Cloudy Mountain. The goal of the game is to get your 3 adventurers from their house on the left side of the map all the way to the Cloudy Mountain, and then to pick up the 2 pieces of the Crown of Kings. And the Crown of, I think it's the Crown of Kings. It's the Crown of something. Yeah, the Crown of Kings. The Crown of Kings. Each one guarded by a winged dragon, which are the hardest enemies in the game. Yeah, I know. And if Russ comes out here again, I may play with him again, because I normally play like with him when he's here. But yeah. So yeah, I know, Box Up. I know I am stealing that as well. Yeah, the ringing thing I can't do anything about, but you won't hear that as much when I'm actually in the mountain, I don't think. There's not a whole lot I can do about it either. I mean, I can drop down. I'll drop down that sound a bit, but see, the thing is, sound is very important in this game. So. Okay, so you have to get to you have to get to there. So now I'll move chat back over here. True that. That's true that. Okay. So now here's the thing. There we go. So here's the thing about, sorry. Here's the thing about the way this works. So you have 3 adventurers, as it says. Okay. You have 3 adventurers, and they move around this way. Now, there is actually a glitch that I'll show you guys after I play this game. So, remind me if I don't show the glitch. So, we start with only 3 arrows. Everything in this game is killed with arrows. You can't fight anything with swords. It's all arrows. So, you start with 3. And that's the sound. 3 arrows. That's all you have. And you have 3 adventurers, and each adventurer goes into the mountain like one at a time. If you lose an adventurer, the second one goes in, and so forth. So here's what you got in terms of things to do. Most of these are obstacles. These mountains, these brown mountains, are inaccessible, so you can't go in there. And if you try, you get this. Right, that's basically the big no. So you can't do that. So instead, you need to be able to traverse the land, and you do that with several ways. One way is that you you've got a river, you've got the wall, and you've got the forest. For a river, you need to get a boat. For the forest, you need to get an axe. For the wall, you need to get a key. And different colored mountains hold those things. But because we only have 3 arrows, the first thing you have to do is go and grab some arrows first. And you can do that in a gray mountain, which is the easiest mountain, and which also has the most arrows. You can find arrows in other mountains, but not nearly as much, and especially on level 3, it's going to be harder. So we need to try to track down this gray mountain. So we've got a purple and a red. So purple holds the key, red holds the axe. Red we could do, but again, I'd rather start with the gray if I can. That's blue. That's purple. There's gray. So this isn't a great map setup, and technically what probably is going to make the most sense, I think, is for me to go into the arrow mountain, get some arrows, then go to the boat mountain, get a boat. That should bring me all the way over where I can take either, I can get a key, or I can go through that mountain that's right below the wall that you can see there. But regardless of that, let's go into the arrow mountain. So everyone get ready to whoosh into the mountain. Here we go. Oh yeah. Now, I mentioned that sound is really important in this game, and the reason that sound is important is because some of the creatures are only detectable by sound. We've got this fog of war thing going on. In an arrow mountain, there are 2 different kinds of deadly creatures. Well, there's 2 different kinds of deadly creatures that are hard to avoid. There's a third deadly creature that's called a blob, but you can see that from a distance. They're invulnerable, but they move very slowly, and you can see them from a distance. So the actual deadly creatures are, in this mountain, 2 rats, 1 rat guarding a quiver of arrows and 1 rat guarding the exit. Each of those takes 1 arrow to kill, and a snake, which you can hear with hissing before you actually get into the room. Rats leave tracks, or alternatively droppings, in a room before they are. So if you find tracks, you know that the rat is in one of the rooms next to the one where you found the tracks. But the snake is only, you can only tell if snake is there if you hear the hissing. So that's why we got to be quiet. So. And that thing that you're hearing there is one of the banes of adventurers. There's a blob over there. That sound you hear is a bat. Bats are really, really irritating because bats are not deadly, but they cover over the sound of monsters, including dragons. Why a bat is louder than a dragon is beyond me, but... Ah, the snake. Okay. Let's see, the snake can't be there because that blob is there. See, blobs move fairly... They're slow still, but they move more quickly in this game than elsewhere. Creatures do not live where blobs do. Okay, we heard that snake elsewhere. The map wraps around, by the way. Yeah, there's a tiny... What's that, Demiser? Yeah, there's a tiny high-pitched whine because that's the sound of the system. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Sorry. I can try to cut that down further, but if I do, that might be a little bit better. Can you guys, is that better on the whine? Can you hear this? Can you guys still hear the counting of the arrow? Because with 3 arrows, you got to be careful. Can you guys hear that? Yes, no, maybe so. You can hear it? Okay. Yeah, because it's always a balancing act. I know there's a little bit of a whine, but listen, the fact that I'm capturing it, that's better. Okay, cool. All right, good. Because you got to be able to hear it, otherwise. Oh, goodness. All right. Ah, those are the tracks. So that means that there's a rat either to the left corridor or to the right corridor. Now, if we had more arrows, I could take a chance and fire an arrow into the darkness, because the arrow will go down quite a ways, actually, down the passageway, and it will hit anything that's there that can be hit. But if you fire an arrow and the creature isn't there, you can wake up the creature. Snakes, that little snake that you heard, the snake that you heard going this, if you fire an arrow, you can wake up the snake, and then the snake will come after you, or the dragon, or whatever the creature will be. Rats or demons or anything will do the same thing, so you want to be careful not to randomly fire. Also, we don't have a lot of arrows right now, so I'm going to have to trigger this rat, if their rat is here, and then fire quickly. Like that. And there's a quiver. Okay, so now we've got 9 arrows. It's a lot better than 3. See, and here's another example. Now, this passageway, this is a lousy entry angle. The reason that you want to be able to go sort of in areas straight is because, as I said, the arrows will bank. But sometimes the arrows do screwy things if you're banking them around corners. And so you generally want to be able to come at a room straight into it. And so this is not a great angle. But because I don't hear the snake here, I think we're good to go. Also, that dropping refers to the rat down below, probably. So there's probably not a rat next to us. So we're probably good to go over here. That's not as bad, because you can still fire straight up. But in the 3rd level, these creatures move pretty fast. Okay. All right, there we got that blob again. All right. Okay, good. Now there's still another quiver, at least one, possibly 2, in this mountain. So to find that, we've got to clear out the mountain. And there's still 1 rat that's guarding the exit, and there's a snake somewhere. Okay, so that means that there's got to be a rat. Let's see. No, that rat dropped. Those rat tracks probably could deal with those rats up there, so probably not. Oh, I'm wrong. Occasionally you get a room like that. See, up here is where we got the rat with the arrow, but in this case it happened to be something which served for both. So there's the exit. So we could leave, but we've really only got 7 arrows, which is better than when we came in, but still. So we need to find another quiver. Still got a snake somewhere. Yep, definitely rock god. Oh, bat. Bat is so damn annoying. The other creature in this game that I haven't mentioned, and I haven't seen them yet, knock on wood, is an arrow eater or a spider. The arrow eaters, literally all they do is eat your arrows. They are such a pain in the ass because they're silent. When they move pretty quickly. When they show up, they eat arrows. And if you kill them, and you certainly can wake up creatures, especially when they come out of nowhere. So, arrows are a precious resource in this game. Alright, we still got that thing with the blob going on. I really, really hate that entrance point. That bat, man. Okay. You follow me, bat. Suck it. Bat. Bastard. Okay. is that snake? Aha. Okay, now we got like 14 arrows. Still no sign of that snake. We heard that snake early on, but we have not seen it yet. Alright, we can almost run through. Oop. Jerk. Alright. So now, I am not understanding what's going on with this snake. Because, see, it's got to be over there somewhere, but why is the blob... It's got to be there someplace. I don't understand what's going on because of that blob. The blob, as I said, is slow, but it's super deadly. There we go. Bastard. Alright. So the only problem is... Alright, it's 11. That's not bad. So now everything is clear. Now we've cleared it out. The only thing we have now are the blobs. Oh! Hello? Now all we've got are the blobs, which we can outrun. I do want to get that last room, though, because sometimes, although there are no creatures in rooms with blobs, there can be quivers of arrows in rooms with blobs. And as we said, arrows are important. However, was not to be. Okay. So, still not a bad journey, though. Every guy was fine, and we ended up with... Okay, so about 12. So we quadrupled our arrow total. Not bad. Alright, here we go. So now we're back out on the map. So now we can see more of this. Now when we go back into this mountain, it's clear, so we don't have to enter it again. That lasts until we go in 3 other mountains. When we go in 3 other mountains, this mountain resets. But that doesn't usually happen. So now we have a decision to make here. If we go into the Axe Mountain and find an axe, that would allow us to clear the forest. It wouldn't allow us to clear the boat. To clear the river. So what that would mean is that we would go in, we'd get an axe, and then we would go up to the... If you look at the red mountain that's right here to my right, if you look up to the northeast of it, to the right, that mountain, I don't know what that mountain is, but if you go diagonally through that mountain, then the only thing left, once I have the axe, is 1 mountain below the wall. So I could hit the Axe Mountain, the mountain above it, and then the thing below the wall, and then it's all clear sailing to the Cloudy Mountain. So I think, although normally I wouldn't do this, the Axe Mountain is a little bit easier than the Boat Mountain, so I'm going to give the Axe Mountain a try. And right off the bat, we've got a rat. Now, in an Axe Mountain, there are 2 snakes and 1 rat. The rat doesn't guard anything. Sometimes there may be a quiver of arrows, but the snakes, 1 guards the entrance, 1 guards the... And 1 guards the exit, and 1 guards the axe. Okay. There can be a quiver of arrows in here. It is possible. Alright, that one deals with that 1 rat. Now, the big thing here is that when you're listening for snakes... Oh, son of a... There you go. See? He took 3 arrows from me before I could kill him. So that meant that I lost 4 arrows on that guy. Oh, God. So irritating. I watched my dad deal with these arrow eaters where you guys wonder where I get the whole God Bless America thing from? That was my dad. He'd be like, oh, God bless America. Fire, fire, randomly kill, death, lose all your arrows. My dad was not happy about arrow eaters. Ah, the classic skull. This is just decoration, but my mom used to freak out when she saw these skulls. She would just see the skull and start randomly firing. Okay, we got a snake somewhere. Okay, that's not... Down? But neither one of those is great. All right, let's go down farther and see if I can get a better angle. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, Solomon's Key. That game was awesome, but it was so hard. I don't think I ever got farther. I never got even like a quarter of the way into that game. Hey, what's up, Dara Windor? The original. Yeah, man. Back in the day, this was the original. Just so many ways in which this game was ahead of its time. The fog of war thing, it was procedurally generated. The creatures, the different sort of qualities, the fact that you could fire an arrow and wake up a creature, the resource management, and just a lot of cool stuff. I still think this game as a game holds up pretty well. There we go. Got the axe. And we got an exit. Okay. Now, we got that. However, we have one arrow left, which is not great. So we need to, now that we've cleared out the mountain, except for the blobs, we need to run around and see if we can find an arrow, a quiver of arrows. They can be found here, although they're not as common in 3rd level, but you can sometimes find a quiver of arrows. And there we go. And we needed that. Yeah, now we've got 8 arrows. That's not great, but it's a lot better than 1. And we have an X. So that's pretty sweet. Still going to clear out the rest of it because the only real danger here is if you run into an arrow eater, which can be a problem, but it's worth trying to get. You know, if each quiver has 7 or 8 arrows or something like that at this level, then it's worth whatever you might theoretically lose from an occasional encounter with an arrow eater. Because arrows are such precious resources in this game. Okay. Yep. Ooh. Now, again, not likely that I'm going to find another quiver. I already found one, so it's not likely, but it's a little dangerous running around these guys only because the controllers are not great, but it was worth it to try to find that. Okay, I think we've cleaned out this mountain now. Layout of this mountain was pretty good, so I think we can now safely head out. I just need to remember where the devil where the exit was. Ah, shoot. See? That happens sometimes when you're trying to run, and it's frustrating because... So I injured myself. If I hit myself again with an arrow, I would die at this level. So I have to be really careful. So I'm not going to be able to run now because occasionally you run and it just shoots off an arrow and there's nothing you can do about it. Because the mountain wraps this way, if you're going up, there it is. If you're going up and you can't find it, and I'm out. Yeah, clever. That's so there's the boat anyway. But if you're careful about it, you can. That's interesting. But if you're careful about it, you can sort of pay attention. You can find your way out if you're getting lost with just the wrapping. You can move over to the right occasionally or to the left. Okay, so we have a choice here. I have an axe now, but that only lets me get through the forest. It doesn't let me get through the river. So now my choices are I could go up and into the purple mountain to get a key. And the key would allow me to get past that wall that you guys can see there that's to the right. The problem is that the wall only saves me the time of going through that mountain. And the key mountains are the hardest mountains, the hardest normal mountains in the game. So probably what makes more sense is for me to go through the blue mountain, which is not as difficult, and which will also get me a boat. Now, the boat is probably not going to do me much good anymore because I'm already past where the boat would really matter. But if, for example, that's not true because it could actually give me a choice, because now that I've been through that axe mountain, I can go back into it like that without going into the mountain because I've cleared it. So I think the boat mountain makes the most sense. So let's do that. Now, in a boat mountain, there are two new kinds of enemies. There is a demon. There's actually two demons, which you only recognize because of their tracks. They're silent. Or a dragon, which has that rumbling sound. Both demons and dragons take 2 arrows each. There's 1 dragon in here and 2 demons. And occasionally a quiver of arrows, but you can't rely on that. Okay. Yeah, this will end well. Yeah. Skull. Oh, man. Those arrow eaters. If I hadn't seen that. And the thing is, the reason I don't fire off where I am is that if there is a monster there and I fire off at the spider, even if I kill it, it's going to wake up the dragon. The dragon will be on top of me before I can defend myself. Or demon or whatever. So I have to back off to fire at it. And so, yeah, those things are always a little dicey. 6 arrows. It's not great. Ah, okay. There's a demon. Left, down, or up? Up has got a bad angle. Good. Alright, now that's the boat. I kind of would rather have had the entrance, the exit, but okay. 4 arrows. Probably referring to that demon that we just killed. These are bad exits. Okay. Also referring to that demon, probably. Ah, now that is not. That is somewhere new. Okay, so that means the demon's got to be down. Okay. 2. I'll take it. All right, and that's also good news. Okay, so we've got... Great. Okay, so we've got an arrow mountain there. So what we're going to do is... let's see. Let me take a look at something quickly. Can't even get to there. So we've got a couple of choices. We could... You just have to run away. I've actually won a few games, in Cloudy Mountain when I ran out by basically running over the crown and picking it up, because if you pick it up and put it together, the game ends immediately with you winning. So I have won that, but it's not easy to do, especially given how these controllers are. Okay, so we have a couple of choices here. We could... 2 arrows. It's not great. So we could do this. We could go down blue, red, go using my boat. There's another arrow mountain. Use the axe. More arrows, more arrows. Okay. So we could theoretically go through the purple mountain up there and go through the next mountain up there. So like basically diagonally twice up to get to Cloudy Mountain. But there's no reason to do that because Purple Mountain is the hardest one, as I said. So we're going to have to go through the Purple Mountain probably anyway. But, okay, so that's a red mountain. So we have one. So basically we have a choice. We can try to go through the Axe Mountain, But the problem with the Axe Mountain is that that's going to have snakes, and there's no guarantee that there's going to be a quiver there. There might be one, but there's no guarantee. Whereas in the Arrow Mountain, there's guaranteed to be one. The Key Mountain, though, is the hardest one. So probably what we're going to do, what makes the most sense, is to hit up the Arrow Mountain and then go into the Axe Mountain. And then that will lead us all the way to Cloudy Mountain. Normally, we don't have to do this, but I feel like I've got to get some arrows. Okay, we got a rat right next to us. Somewhere. Not that way. Up, maybe. Okay. God damn it. See, this is an example where... Okay, this is a bad setup, and I'll tell you why. So there's that arrow eater there, then there's this bat. The problem with the bat is that he's going to block off the sound of a snake, and if I kill him, I'm going to use up my one single arrow. So the only way to deal with this is this way. You go all the way down like this, and then you book it off screen like that. Now at least I can hear. Also, there's a rat. That's good news. Oh. Okay. That was dumb. However, it didn't hurt me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. Now this rat is also guarding a quiver of arrows. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. 13 arrows, double digits. So now the only thing that's left here is a snake, and then there should be hopefully another quiver even. God damn it. So you guys hear that I pissed off the snake. So I woke up the snake. That's bad. This is bad. Okay, so the snake has got to be over there somewhere. Alright. I'm gonna kill... I have to kill this bat. Because he's... yeah. Okay. Still in pretty good shape that way. I don't love the... Damn it. Welp. That was unlucky. Oh my god. Okay. So what happened there was... I'll tell you exactly what happened. That's not where he's supposed to be placed. The reason that he's not supposed to be there, the reason that he moved is because I woke him up before. So when you wake him up, he shifts and moves around. And that's basically what happened. So he moved around and got out of my way, which means I'm now down to one guy, which is not good at all. Very, very bad. I've only got 5 arrows, which is really not awesome either. So, oh god damn it. And I can't really kill him. I can't waste an arrow on him. The good news, though, is that all the guys are dead that are issues. Yeah, that kind of sucked. That kind of sucked. You suck. Oh my god. That was all just bad. One of those was my fault. The first one was my fault, the where I just fired the guy, fired it into me and killed me. That was my fault. But the other one, not so much. Why don't you come this way? Follow me, Blob. I want you out of the way so I can go explore this room in peace. Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah. Well, the one where I fired twice, like once into the wall, like was probably dumb, but the second time was unlucky, yeah. The second time was unlucky. In fact, this whole thing is unlucky. Like, this layout of this mountain has been bad. Between the arrow eater and the blob and the freaking misplaced snake and everything, not good. And normally I'd be running through this to speed it up, but I can't do that because I can't take a risk of hurting myself. So I only got one person left. I may have cleared out... Wow, really? I guess I cleared out... What a crappy mountain. This was a lousy arrow mountain. 5 arrows. Oh well. There we go. Alright, so we got 2 snakes and a rat here. And I'm basically just looking for the exit, although I wouldn't say no to a quiver. Yeah, 5 arrows, which is not good. It's not a good number. Okay. Indeed. Ah. Bless the RNG gods. RNG gods. Okay. Okay, I'm out. I'm not taking any chances on that. That was as good a mountain as the other one was lousy. Alright, so now... Okay, the 10, 11, that's enough. Alright, people. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready for some Cloudy Mountain action? Are you ready for the Cloudy Mountain? Now, with one guy, we don't have any margin for error here. So, here we go. Let's make it happen. Okay. Now, the dragons here are winged dragons. There's 2 winged dragons and a snake in here. Snakes are the classic 2. You could still have arrow eaters and bats and all that. You can sometimes find a quiver here, although it's unlikely. But the winged dragons take 3 arrows each. So they are mean, fast, and dangerous. Yeah, kilobyte. I hope not. You know, I have to say, the lack of a soundtrack in this game really builds tension, like, a lot. Oh, god damn it, bats. Yep. Yeah, that blob's going to be a pain in the ass, because I wanted to go explore there, but I can't, because I'd have to move too fast because of the blob, and that means I could run right into a snake or a dragon. A low, rumbling, snoring sound, Rock God. Oh, man. Yeah, there's the blob coming the other way. It goes knee. The dragons that say knee. Okay. Oh my god. Ba ba da ba 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 da. Okay, that was lucky. That's... And that's why, see, that's why that was such a lucky find, because that arrow eater, that son of a bitch, took 5 arrows before I killed him. 6 arrows total. So I still have 13 or 14 because of that extra quiver, but... Man. Goddamn arrow eaters. Okay. Oh. Hear that sound? God! Welp! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, it's too fast. Alright. One more try. I'll dial it back a notch. Ah, man. I'll dial it back a notch to level 2. No, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to screw that. I'm not going to dial it back a notch. Level 3. Yeah. Oh, let me show you guys this glitch. You're playing ET. God damn it. Alright, here we go. So I'll show you guys the glitch. I'm not going to do this, but just check this out. So watch this. I can't get through there. I can't get through. What? Where did I go? What? Oh no. What happened? I escaped. Oh no. Oh, look at this. You could actually skip like a whole bunch of the map if you do that. But I'm not going to do that this time. Okay. Now for this layout of the map, this is interesting. The river's not going to do a whole lot of good. Yeah. That's the little speedrun trick. I speedrun all the time. So that wall over there, I could, if I found an axe, just do well, but I still got that river. Yeah, I take that back. I think the best option here is going to be an axe. If I can find an axe mountain, let's see if there's an axe mountain. There is an axe mountain right there, and there's an arrow mountain too. Pro speedrun strats, exactly. Okay, so we got an arrow mountain there also. So... yeah, I think the best choice here is, with that axe, if I can get an axe from that red mountain, that'll take me to that huge forest in the middle of the screen, and then you'll see that there's an arrow, there's a mountain down below, which I don't know what that mountain is, but I've got 2 choices to get through there, and 1 more mountain. So if I play my cards right, I have to go to the arrow mountain to get arrows. I could do arrow, axe mountain, 3, 4. I could be in Cloudy Mountain by 4 mountains. So... yeah, that left a bad taste in my mouth. It's annoying, though. I thought I had it. Alright, let us... I guess it doesn't matter. Let's hit this up. Arrows. Okay, so remember, in this mountain, you got 2 snakes, oh sorry, 1 snake, 2 rats. Rats you can tell by tracks, snakes you can tell by the hissing. Ah, man. So irritating. I almost had... oh! Well, great. Welp, no more arrows for me. So now I just have to hope that I can find arrows here because of this son of a bitch. So I'm going to run through. Now, if I find a snake, I'm going to be running through the snake and past him. Okay. Alright, now, I'm going to take some damage, but that's fine. What? Okay, that was a little unlucky because I shot through him. Whew. 5 arrows. Well, it's better than 0. Two arrows. Good news is there's only 1 rat left. Bad news is I'm already injured. And I have no arrows. Well, 2 arrows. Actually, I'm not going to worry about this bat because I don't need to hear the snake anyway. I already killed him, so I'm not going to waste an arrow on him. Okay, 1 arrow. So now I can run through the rest of the mountain because there's got to be 1 quiver somewhere that's unguarded. Sometimes 2, but at least 1. There's 1. Okay, so 8 arrows. That's not bad. That's better than 3. Could have done even better, but I will take that if I don't find anything else. On level 1 when I play this game, pretty much I just kill everything that moves because I get so sick of these stupid bats that I'm like, yo, get ready to receive an arrow to the face. Also, I don't like bats in games generally, so it solves a multitude of vengeance problems. Alright. You can also do bank shots, as I said, which are pretty cool, but again, I'm not going to waste it right now. I don't think I've seen any blobs in this mountain, actually. In level 4, I should have mentioned that, by the way. Level 3, if you run at full speed, you're slightly faster than the creatures. At level 4, even at running speed, they're faster than you. So level 4, they're faster than you, and you have fewer arrows. Like, all the way around. And so, yeah. Level 4 is brutal. Okay, I think we cleared out this map. So I'm not going to risk it since my guy's already injured. When you, by the way, when you leave injured, when you come back, you're fully healed. So, okay, so there is an axe mountain down here anyway, so I might as well do this. Go into the axe mountain, get the axe, and then if all goes well, I should be only 2 mountains away, so. Okay. So we got a rat right off the bat. Okay. Alright, so now we've got 2 snakes. What's up, Chaotix? Snake. Snake here somewhere. Not here, though. I heard it here. Yep. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, that means it's got to be up here, I think. Yep. This is sucky. This is very bad because he's going to appear right there. That was very unlucky. I know, right? Okay. That was very, very unlucky. I got the axe, but 2 arrows and no entrance. Oh, you son... Troll, 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 troll. Well, that's crappy. Oh my god, arrows. Okay. Now the good news is... Okay, so I know where the snake is, and there's arrows too. Oh, 2 sets of arrows. Okay, very, very lucky. But I will take it. Okay. That's very, very lucky. I'm going to have to kill this arrow eater. Yeah, you bastard. Come here. Come here. Jerk. Okay. Yeah. Hit this. There we go. Got him. Alright. That was the last snake. That was the last snake. So now that we killed the snake and the rat, we might as well take the time to go through and see if there's any other arrows around. Because we have about 11 arrows now. I don't want to take a chance that I just run into that guy by accident and don't pay attention. So I think that's 10 arrows that I've got. So yeah, it looks like I cleared out this mountain though. So I am going to get the heck out. I know. It is a little odd, Illness. Okay, so boat. I don't need that. Alright, I got the axe. So arrows. That's good. That's real good. Okay, so what that means is we're going to go through this this arrow mountain, and then the wall to the far right, there's going to be one mountain to the left that I can go to, and hopefully that will be an easier mountain. We'll see, but I need arrows anyway, so. Okay, remember, in an arrow mountain, you son of a... Oh. I pissed off a rat. That's interesting. So there must be a rat nearby over there. So we've got one snake, 2 rats in this mountain, but there are no tracks, which indicates that it's got to be nearby. And the only problem with doing that is that means that now that rat is awake and has shifted his position, which is problematic. Yep. That's what I mean. So he went he went running over to the wall because he heard me, and so that's why he wasn't available to hit from a distance. But okay, now we're doing way better on arrows. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Now I think we're in very good shape arrow-wise. Now we just got to make sure we survive. Now we just got to get the hell out. Yep. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, as the saying goes. Wow. I thought that was good. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that was a snake. I got very lucky there. I thought that was a rat. Okay, now let me see if this bank shot works. Ready? What's up, Jagtress? That was not luck. That was not luck. No, 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 no. No, no, no. That was called experience and skill. That's what that was. Yep. See ya. Okay. Alright, so we got another axe mountain, but that's it. Thank you, Stump. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you, Jagtress. How have you been? Doing well, doing well. Okay. Now this axe mountain, all that we're doing is trying to get out. We're just looking for an exit. That's all. Looking for an exit. Do not want to die. Okay. Again, 2 snakes and a rat. One of the snakes is guarding an axe, but we don't care about that. We want the exit. Oh, nice, Jagtress. Congratulations. What are you able to... What are the sites? Like, link them up. Okay. All right. Right. Don't love that. Again, these curvy passageways are really dangerous. Because you can't get off a clear shot, and because you're on top of the creature before you have a real chance to. do anything to them, but... Okay. Still waiting for... Still looking for a snake. The problem is that I killed that arrow eater, but that bat means that if the snake was pissed off, I'm not going to hear him. Ellotalk.com, Chelger.com, Jinx.tv. Nice, Jagdris. It's awesome. That's super cool. Are you like are you a review person? Oh. Or are you like a columnist? Oh, interesting. So it must be to the right. Alright, well. Okay, fortunately I have a lot of arrows. The problem is I didn't need that axe. I was looking for an exit. There's one more snake. Okay, and I think we found him. So we got to go up and over is what we got to do. I don't want to try to hit it from that angle. Up there and down. There we go. I'm out. See ya. Okay. Okay, like 20 arrows and 2 guys. That's a lot better than last time. Here we go again. Cloudy Mountain. Nice, Jagdris. So remember, 1 snake, 2 winged dragons. Okay. Oh. Wow. He must be to the right. Hey, what's up, Kiki Tea Party? He's got to be down. Oh, nice. Awesome, Jagdris. Is Brandon one of those people? Yeah. That son of a bitch arrow eater almost beat me again. Okay. 1 piece left. Brandon is running it. Nice. That's awesome, Jagdris. That's cool. Doing well, Geeky Tea Party. Doing well. Just having some fun celebrating our almost completed Thunderclap. We're only 3 people away from finishing that up, getting ready for Esper Genesis later this week, and playing some super retro. I got 1 more crown, guys. 1 more piece of the Crown of Kings. I got 21 arrows or so, a little more, a little less. Still a snake, still a winged dragon in here. Oh, God. Okay. 2 guys. Next up. Oh, nice. Marie, Derek, Evan, Jay, Tyler, Nicole, Matt Moore. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 8 players? Damn. There's our snake. The worst is when you have both snake and dragon in the same room. Or not in the same room, but like close to each other. What? That's pretty impressive, Jagdris. Okay, these got to be the left. Right. Okay, now all is left is 1 winged dragon. Yeah, I don't love that because that blob is going to make me rush. I don't want to do that. He can handle it, yeah. All right. One more for the Crown of Kings. Let's use a fire sphere. Or a helicopter with a sponge. Gotta be kidding me, that freaking bat. Oh, really? A fire sphere? Nice. Wow. Game has been very kind to me this time. Must have felt bad for how it kind of screwed me last time. All these arrow freaking quivers. That's pretty awesome, Hilness. Alright, you bastard. See, I can afford to kill these guys now with this many arrows. And for safety reasons. Okay. Man, this last winged dragon is playing hard to get. Ah. Alright, people. The greatest sound for me as a kid in video gaming was this. Here we go. Wait for it. Yeah. Alright. See? None of that. I'm going to drop back a level to do that. Hell no. Nice. Alright. The power is ours. Cool. Dong. I loved it. Oh, man. I love this game so much. The Tron music, yeah. Okay. So one more D&D game for you guys. So that was... I just turned Super Saiyan, pretty much. Okay. So now, that was one. And now the other. I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Treasure of Tarmin. Now this was a slightly later game, and this one was, again, way ahead of its time in terms of what it was doing. And always loved this one as well. First of all, first-person perspective. And just to give you guys an example, if you can take a look and see at this thing. Whoops, there we go. You've got pick up, drop, swap. You've got rotate pack, open, use, swap pack, attack, rest, exit again, glance left, glance right, retreat. And then you've got the castle map and counting arrows. First person D&D. This was the cartridge right there. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that it was actually 1982 also. That's interesting. Hell yeah, Dino. Yes, it is. All right. We're going to do a level 2 here. We're going to do a level 2. Let's do it up. Okay, that's the map. Now that... Okay. Now that map, let me show you guys that map again. Okay. So this map, each of those levels, that the treasure of Tarmin is what you're looking for, and the whole area is done by the. Actually, I better move this thing over. Let's move that over there for this one. Okay, so the whole, and I think I'll move you guys over here as well. Okay. Oh, nice, Dino. Yeah, man. Absolutely. It's great stuff, dude, isn't it? Okay, so this treasure of Tarmin is what you're looking for, and it's guarded by the Minotaur, who in this game is a big purple creature that's super powerful. All the creatures in this game have both physical characteristics and spiritual characteristics. Physical characteristics are on the left side of the slash. Spiritual characteristics are on the right side. So right now I have 16 physical power, and rather I have 16 like kind of physical health and 8 spiritual health. And then down below I have 0 armor. I need to get more armor. And I have 6, which is my physical power that I have with my bow. That is all I have. I don't have anything in my pack, don't have anything else in my weapons. So what I'm going to do here is try to go. Right now I'm just on the outside of this dungeon. And I won't get attacked by anything out here. But when I go inside, that's when I can get attacked by stuff. So this is tan. And if I'm not mistaken, actually I want to double check. I think tan is combined. By the way, super awesome instruction book. I forget whether tan is... Blue was spiritual. Yeah, I think tan is mixed. I'm pretty sure green is physical. Blue is spiritual, and tan is a combination, I believe. Yeah, dark green is a war type maze, blue is a spiritual type maze, tan is a mixed type maze, which means you could face any type of creature in here, and you might find spiritual weapons or physical weapons. So let's do it. Okay. Now the one thing that used to freak me out about this as a kid is that if there's a creature to your left or your right, you glance left by doing this, and you glance right by doing this. But if there's a creature to your left or right, sometimes you'll walk into the room and the creature's like, "Woo," like basically pulls you over and attacks you. It used to freak me out when I was a kid. Okay. Oops, went the wrong way. Okay. Now, one of the interesting things about this game is after every fight, you can rest and you'll gain even more health than the first time. So I had 15-8. I'm going to rest using my food, and I have right now like 9 or 8 or 9 food. And if I rest, I'll go back up to 16, but sometimes you can go higher than your original starting stats. Okay, and I've got 5 arrows. You do have to worry about arrows a little bit, but not nearly as much as the other game. Okay, so this is another bow. So I'm going to swap hands. So I now have 2 bows, because your bows can break. And, as you can see, what is pickup? There we go. That was some arrows, so I've got... Nice. More arrows than that. Cool. All right. On we go. Go a little farther this time. There's also, of course, a ladder down to the... Nice. There's also a ladder down to the next floor somewhere. Okay, now this is a fireball, and you can see that it doesn't have any physical power, it's got spiritual power. Some creatures are more susceptible to spiritual power, some are more susceptible to physical power. But this is a one-time use item. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my extra bow in my pack, and I'm going to have 1 bow in my left hand. For some reason, you can use bows one-handed in this game. I don't know why. And you have a fireball as well. Not super great, but ooh, that's nice though. That's a ring. And that ring will give me armor. So I pick this up, I'm going to use it, and now notice what happens on that second line. So see, that gave me 4 physical power, 4 physical armor, and 8 spiritual armor, which is pretty good for level 1, actually. Okay, there's a big ant over there, which is spiritual. Let's go fight the ant. Okay. Don't ask me why an ant is shooting fireballs. Now, you see, I rested there, and I went to 17/8. So that was pretty good. Secret door. Yeah, probably. Ah, good. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to pick up that food in a minute. Now, this is 21. That's a nice dart. So that is my oh crap weapon. That's the oh I found something really scary and it's time to deal with it. So also food. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so that's the entrance. I don't really want to go there again. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Neverwinter Nights Extended Edition goes. I was thinking about talking to Beamdog about that, but I just have had so much on my plate already with different streaming things. Okay, we've got over there a pouch. Sometimes a pouch can contain a bomb, but usually it contains this. That's treasure, which doesn't really give you any benefit. It just shows you, like, I have 20 treasure. It's not really... This is back in the day when they felt like it was important to give you a score, even if that wasn't really the point of the game. Like, the point of the game is to get the treasure. Like, the treasure of Tarmin, I mean. So getting extra stuff is nice for bonus points or whatever, but... Let me take a look. Wow. Well, that's not surprising, actually. Okay. Yeah, I don't love this area. Yeah, let me go down this way and there we go. Okay, I love these hallways because hello, death. Well, that was a big part of what made NWN1 so awesome, actually. As Divinity Original Sin 2, like, their Game Master mode is basically doing what Neverwinter Nights really kind of pioneered in a way. So... Okay. Again, more treasure, not a big deal, but sometimes you can find some good stuff in there. Ah, an axe. My axe. So that's pretty good. 15. So now we're starting to get a decent array of weapons, which you can use against the big guys. Okay, I don't want to do that. And, okay. So we're going to go down a level. Can't go back up a level when you go down, so... And of course, we don't know if this is spiritual or mixed. We won't know that until we see the symbol on the outside of the dungeon. But things usually, there's more powerful treasure and more powerful creatures too. That is a gauntlet. And when I use it, up to 6. By the way, each of those, that was another thing that this game was really ahead of its time on. The colors. So that one was orange, I believe. I think that was orange. So, yes, so the war weapon. So tan is wood leather, that's regular. Orange is rusty iron, greater power. Blue is steel, fair. Gray is silver, medium. Yellow is gold, high. And white is platinum, superpower. I have found in this game before, while streaming, a 99 level crossbow, which was awesome. I then ended up dying later in the level, which was disappointing. Aha, food. All right, so you pick up that. And gold. Again, not much use. Yeah, max level 40 would be nuts. Okay, we're going to go a little bit farther to get a bit of further distance away. Okay. All right. Now we got a dwarf. Hello, dwarf. All right. Now I'm up to 20 health. Aha! And a better bow, people. So, that is now 9 instead of 6. Which is good. Still doesn't have the power of my 21 weapon there, but that's because my 21 is a one-use only weapon. More food. Plenty of food now. You have like 30 food. Like some lackluster dungeon design here. Yeah, let me get farther away than that. All right. Aha. I do this because if there's a creature behind me, I want to know about it. Okay. So that's a 9 dagger. Okay. Now here's in the first part of the game where I'm going to... Wait, sorry. Swap. Okay, we're going to leave that bow because I don't need 2 bows. I don't need 3 bows. And I've already got... Actually, I already have 3 bows, so... That'll be the next thing to go, but weapons can break in this game, so you don't want to just get rid of everything, but... Ooh! Okay, I did not want to mess around with that dude. That is a giant. He wasn't terrible, but still. Okay. Alright, good. So we had a couple things there. Let's rotate that back into play. Probably my best thing right now is at 15. Okay. Oh, Deacon. I am looking forward to... I am looking forward to playing Mask of the Betrayer. Ah, now that's interesting. That is a gate. And that gate will transfer you to somewhere else in the dungeon, I believe. Although, wait. Actually, let me make sure that's... I may be wrong about that. Hold on a second. I think that gate may also change the style of the dungeon. So let me check. Ah, yes, that's right. Going to a gate moves you over to an adjacent mage, but it may jumble your strength. Let's do it. Yeah, it did. So, now the problem is it made me more powerful physically, but that is freaking messed up. My spiritual score is terrible. That is not good. Bad. Fortunately, though. Yeah, that's not great. This, though, that's what I thought. So this is a metal bow. And that is going to be a lot better. 15 now. So that's good. Ah, we have a scroll. So a scroll is basically a spiritual weapon. The problem is that I'm going to swap it out with this fireball, because the fireball is one use only. But frankly, as these things go... Okay. It's not great. Okay, cool. Haha, I will pick that up. All right. Left. I'll pick up those arrows. See if there's anything here. Okay. Let's get the, let's head down. Generally, you don't want to go down these too fast, because as you go down, you can literally outrace, basically, your ability to keep up with the creatures that you find. And as you can all see, we're now only one level away from where the treasure could be. Now, the treasure of Tarmin is not guaranteed to be found down on level 4. Not a guarantee. But it could be. Nice. Love these hallways of doors. All right, this is our first locked item. When we find a key, we can open that item. But we can also use that item as a gift. If a monster is attacking us, we can throw the gift at the creature, and sometimes the creature will accept the gift. Also, I'm up to 250 treasure, which is nice, even though it's not important. I guess... Alright, let's do that. Aha. Alright, we're going to drop one of these bows, because that is a 21. Whoops. Okay, you always want to keep your most powerful, like, one-use weapon in your hand so you can get it quickly if need be. Okay, it's just there. Death to you. Alright. Still need to work on that spiritual. Alright, good night, Stump. Thanks, man. See you soon, dude. Okay. Right. Alright. Okay, let's do it. Alright, now, anywhere around here, I could find the treasure, guarded by the Minotaur. Don't really think I've got the ability to deal with the Minotaur right now. I'm going to take one of those. Okay. Okay. All right. So yes, so I could be anywhere near the treasure of Tarmin, or not. And the highest level ones are like 15 levels, I think, like minimum. So stretch out a little bit. Okay. Take this guy down. All right. There's the boy. There he is. So see, the problem here is that I don't think I have enough to deal with him. I've only got one weapon, and also my bow just broke, which is not good. That's bad. But that's him. So he's there. Problem is my bow broke. So I've got to find... Oops. Okay. Now that breastplate is useful. Just went up to 16.9 on the armor. That was much better. But I'm still in bad shape with that health. So I'm going to have to remember that the Minotaur is there. Still don't have any, like, ultimate stuff. Oh. Okay. So here's the thing. Potion. There we go. Now I'm up to 41. So if he attacked me with physical stuff, I might be able to deal with him. But if he attacks me with a fireball, I'm screwed. Aha. And see, everything is just building up. Everything is building up my main... Yeah, 3. That's terrible. Everything is building up my physical, but nothing is working on my spiritual, which is bad. I need spiritual healing. Okay. I'm not taking that. Okay, Minotaur is to my left. Oh, man. All right. Well... Let's see what we got, guys. You ready? Here we go, guys. That's what we call the poning. That was the Minotaur telling me to GTFO. The Minotaur was like, did you really just throw a pathetic little axe at me? Did you really do that? Because if so, have a lightning bolt to the face. And I was like... And I didn't have anything to bribe him with. So... yeah. Yep. He annihilated me. I was worried all along about that spiritual amount. That spiritual health was bad. I shouldn't have gone through that gate. But, and I didn't have enough weapons. I should have just gone and done more exploring and not done what I did. But mistakes were made. All right, let me do one more level 1. And then win or lose, I'll call it. But I'll do one more. This time I'll do level 1. Oops, that's not level 1. Yeah, just to by way of comparison, here's level 4. There's 12 levels minimum. But no, we're going to go with level 1 for this one. So he could be down the 2nd level. Yeah, thanks, Slider. He killed me to death. Yes, he did. He killed me to death. Things were going well early on in that game, and then just... you notice also I start with a higher level. Oh, boy. I was about to say I start with a higher level, and then I realize that I am currently have no weapons, because my bow just broke. Awesome. Well, that'll certainly help. Can't imagine why I would need weapons. I got me 1 fireball, and that's it. I killed you until you died from it. Okay. I've got 2 one-use fireballs. Nice. Okay, that's cool. All right. Now the scroll, fortunately, is... The scroll is multiple use. It's not very good, but it's better than nothing. There are also special books that you can get in this game that allow you to see through walls, that allow you to teleport through walls. That's one of the most fun ones. All right. Okay. Technically, the combat in this is turn-based, but I was never really sure if it was, so after I got off an attack, I'd usually just be going off on them, just like, you know, hit. Okay. There's that key. Probably should have saved one of those packs. Try to get out of that Minotaur fight. Alright, my weapon situation is starting to look up. Well, let's do it. Oh, hi. Okay, now the bad news is that he killed me and took all my stuff. The good news is that he didn't actually kill me. He spared me because I was so pathetic. That's basically what that means. So... I almost had him too. I just encountered him too early, basically. So I need to build up a little more than that. Ah. Nice. A shield. It's not a great shield, but it is better than nothing. I always like the idea that he would sometimes just be like, you know what, you're not even worth it. Okay, now glance left, glance right. Now I think the Minotaur is right there, so I'm not gonna... Yeah, it doesn't run very well on a lot of systems. It's very heavy requirements. Yeah, I just don't have enough weapons to really do anything yet. Yeah, I don't want to leave here, though. Well, maybe I will. Because he's probably not going to let me live again. Alright, I'm going to have to go back and deal with that guy later. Okay. Oh, hi. Alright. Alrighty. This way. Pick up food. The exit. I still don't want the exit. Alright, that might give me a chance to take out this guy. It's possible. So if I go this way, pretty much. I think this is him. Yep. I got him. I got him. Ladies and gentlemen. But in fairness, that's level 1, which is a hell of a lot easier. So, big old 40 score. The island is very happy. It's now all light, and I got the treasure. I felt pretty good about my play on level 3. This one was okay, but truthfully, level 1 is not a big deal on this game. So, yeah. I have won this at level 4, and that was rough. Level 4 was rough. There are these doors called other doors, which are, like, lit certain colors that are really, like, difficult to defeat, but if you do, you get this awesome treasure behind them and all that stuff. So, anyway, that's cool stuff. So, yeah, guys, we managed to do it, but I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a trip down memory lane with me. It's always fun to be able to play this. Usually I try to play this once or twice a year, and I have other Intellivision games that normally I'd be happy to show, but I don't want to do that today because I got a big streaming day tomorrow. I just wanted to pop on and sort of share a little bit. And I wanted to check, let me see, where are we with the Thunderclap? We are, where are we at? 97. We are only 3 away. 3. We're only 3 away, guys, from the Thunderclap. 3 away from getting that Thunderclap done for Esper Genesis. Again, for those of you who do not know, who are not familiar with this, Thunderclap is for my new Esper Genesis science fiction based on 5th edition D&D rules, officially sponsored by the company that made it campaign, starting on Friday with, and Jagtress, I don't think you may not have heard this announcement, but with Cat Rambo, president of SIFWA, also includes such notables as Louise Moore, amazing role player, Johnny Pittman, GM of Blades in the Dark and City of Mist, and Zach Clay, who's one of my vocalists, a musician, voice actor, dungeon master himself. So I'm really, really excited about that. Cat Rambo is going to be playing with us. I told her a little bit that Amal was playing with my Adventures in Middle-earth campaign, so now I'm bringing all the authors in step by step. So I'm very excited to have her, and she's going to be on Friday. That's going to be 8 p.m., but at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we have the Thunderclap, and what I need is just 3 more people to sign up for it. Costs you no money at all to do it. It doesn't data mine. It doesn't gather any information. All it is you you sign up for it, and it will send. Yeah, she's really pretty cool. She's definitely cool, actress. I've interviewed her on Speculate before and stuff, and it just occurred to me that she'd be a good person for something like this, and I think she's gonna be great for it. So, but anyway, so this campaign, you go and you sign up for it. You can do either Twitter, Facebook, or Tumblr, or all 3 theoretically, and it will send one and only one post from your Twitter or Facebook or Tumblr, and it will show you the exact tweet that it will send out. It will not send out any other tweets. It will not data mine. It will not put you on email lists. It won't do anything like that. This is a well-respected service, and we need 3 more people. We are only 4 days away, basically 3.5 days away. So we just need 3 more people to sign up for it. So if you haven't already done it, please do so. That would be a big help to me, and would definitely get more information out there about the Esper Genesis campaign, which again is happening 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday. As for me, I'm going to be back at you guys on Tuesday, so later today. I'm going to be on at noon Eastern, and I will be playing the super awesome Lone Wolf Fire on the Water. I'll be playing with you guys. And then at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons, the Deadliest of Dungeons. I'm going to be playing a very famous deadly dungeon, actually, and leading a group of people through. The person who survives the longest will win points for their team over at GOG. We're playing the GOG games, kind of like the tribute to the Olympics that's going on. Somebody signed up? Yes, 98! Thank you to whoever signed up. 98. We only need 2 more people. Thank you to whoever signed up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So we are going to be, and please let people know that you did sign up on those various social networks. Only 2 people left. Oh, that's you. Thank you, Jagtress, so much. Thanks, Jagtress. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks. But the Deadly Dungeon is going to be happening at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then later in the week, of course, on Friday, 7:30, we've got this Esper Genesis tweet. We've got the Thunderclap, and then 8 p.m. is the actual Esper Genesis event with the developer. Rich Lescouflair is the lead developer. He will be there talking to us about the game. He'll be helping the players with character creation, and the players will be introducing their characters to you, and then we'll be doing a little bit of playing, but probably most of it's going to be character creation and stuff like that. And then the adventure is called The Fall of Eos Keldor. That's the beginning of the campaign. We will start there, and then we will then move into regular play sessions after that. But I'm really looking forward to it. Should be a good time. So please let people know about it if you haven't done so already, and please do what Jagdris just did very kindly and sign up for the Thunderclap. As for me, again, thank you all for being here. Following the channel helps. Checking out !ARV shop for the Infinity and Beyond merchandise helps. Checking out the Patreon with !ARVtreon really helps. And of course, checking out the sub button right over there really helps as well. But that is going to do it for me, and I'm going to head off to bed now, and I will see all you wonderful people tomorrow at noon Eastern, when again we will have the also vote for the chat chosen game of the month. No raid today because it's quiet and late and all that, and I don't normally stream today. But thank you to all my wonderful people. Thank you to Chaotix, to Dragon Spear, to Kilobyte. Thank you to Rock God. Thank you to A Geeky Tea Party. Thank you to my subs as well, Chaotix, Dragon Spear, Kilobyte, and Rock God. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters who don't necessarily show up on that list. I appreciate it very much as always. Thank you to Dino Thunderlung. Hope you enjoyed going down memory lane with me again, Dino. Thank you to and Intellivision. Thank you to ECAG. Thank you to Jagdris. Jagdris, thank you again. Always a pleasure. And congratulations on the stuff with the writing on the video game sites. That's awesome. And also the D&D too. Thank you to Jaredin. Thank you to Chris, to Lex, to Melippus, to Mrs. Dunsel. What's up, Mrs. Dunsel? Thank you to PKD Fan. Thank you to Scorpion66, Slider to Pharaoh, U Christensen, Wigmoose, X Term, and Zaradu. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed Intellivision as much as I do. And now I'm going to head out, and I will see you wonderful people later on Tuesday, noon Eastern, for the power of Lone Wolf Fire in the Water. Until then, thanks everyone. Love you all. Best viewers on Twitch, and I'll catch you soon. Be good to each other. Have a good night.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true, were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart, were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams, when all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below, watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble
100 of 100? 100 on Thunderclap. Thank you, Dragon Spear. 100! Yes! We have made the goal. Now it's all gravy. Thank you, Dragon Spear. Thank you guys so much. Thunderclap is at 100 out of 100. You guys are the best. We're awesome. Our social reach is 111,263. Thank you guys all so much. You are the best. Love you all. Please continue to spread the word. Let's see if we can get it even higher. The more people we get, the better. But of course, Dragon Spear was number 100. Yeah. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dragon Spirit. Thank you, Jagdris. Thank you, everyone who supported it. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to fly away now. I'm so very happy. So, you guys are the best. Thunderclap. Yes. We did it. Awesome. Bye, guys. See you soon.
so you can give yourself a break. You can go a new direction. Life is only what you make. When it comes to your own vision, when